First things first, I have to do the dishes. More dishes, so it's time to wash our hands. I'm gonna start by preheating the oven to 350. Prep my baking pan with a little bit of Crisco and then a little bit of wax paper. It's now on. Now the wax paper is on. So the reason I do both Crisco and wax paper is because one, the Crisco helps adhere the wax paper to the tray. And two, because if there are any leaks in the wax paper, then the Crisco helps it so that the lemon bars don't get stuck to everything, which is a real nightmare to clean up. So we've acquired a little helper here to help with our making of the lemon bars.
I'm not gonna help.
Okay, we have a little gremlin here to detract from our making of the lemon bars. So right now we're on the crust. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna measure out 2.5 cups of flour, and then we're gonna level out each things. We're gonna make sure it's not packed into there, but it's just like loosely.
Not packed, loose.
It's just gonna be loosely in there.
Two and a half cups?
This is the amount of flour you should have. It's 2.5 cups. So now we're gonna add our powdered sugar in the same way that we did our flour. So,
2.5 cups?
No, not 2.5 cups. So we're measuring out 2/3 of a cup.
Ooh. Don't we need eggs in these?
Not yet. The eggs are only in the filling. So now we're gonna add a pinch of salt because the butter I'm using for the crust already has salt in it. And if you over salt it, it can do bad things in the oven and it can make it develop weirdly. So now I have my butter. It is salted butter because that is the only thing I have in my household at the moment. Don't come for me.
That wasn't funny.
So anyways,
Carry on.
Don't come for me. So anyways, I'm gonna add...
Don't come for me.
Don't come for me! So anyways, I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of butter. So that is...
Carry on, Libby.
That is 1.5 sticks of butter. And I'm gonna melt them in the microwave and then pour them into the dry ingredients I have here.
Just kidding. Just joshing with you.
So at this step, it's also optional, but I'm gonna add in a splash of vanilla to add to the flavor. Vanilla has now been opened. And I'm just gonna add a splash or two.
3 splashes.
I'm adding a splash of vanilla.
A splash, sure.
So next I'm gonna take my whisk and I'm gonna whisk in the dry and wet ingredients together until it kinda, I'm gonna mess. Here's my little accident over here. Until it kind of forms a thicker consistency. Once it forms a thicker consistency, I will need my little assistant for help. Little assistant with clean hands is going to take his hands and he's gonna keep mixing with his hands until he's able to form a ball of some sort. And everything is well incorporated. And with this step, your dough should be able to stick to itself like this without crumbling apart. So we poured all of the dough in here and we're gonna spread it out evenly across the bottom. Not like that. Now that it's all spread out evenly across the bottom of the pan, we're gonna press it in so that it holds its structure. That's all pressed in. We're going to bake this at 350 for 20 minutes. So while the lemon bar crust is cooking in the oven, we are going to make our filling. Sugar! So sweet! So Joe, do you know what's as sweet as me?
What?
Sugar! Oh my god! So next we're gonna add in 3 cups of sugar into our empty bowl.
I'm so dumb.
Okay, so we're measuring at 3 cups of sugar. So now, not only do we have an absurd amount of sugar, but we are adding an absurd amount of eggs. So we are going to be cracking 8 total eggs.
8 eggs?
Count them, 8 eggs. Now we are going to cut to a clip in which we don't have a bunch of eggshells and our hands are clean from salmonella.
Yeah.
So hands clean, salmonella free. We are now going to whisk this baby.
You have stolen my heart, oh yeah. Never let you go, never let you go,
Boy, yeah, boy, yeah. It's lemon time, baby! Woo! So I have 10 total lemons here. This is way more lemons than you need. You probably only need about 5 lemons for this recipe, but I'm just gonna take the rest of the lemons because they're kind of going bad and make them into a drink later.
They don't need to know all that. Never let you go, never let you go,
Lemons are halved, so it's time to squeeze them. So we're all done juicing the lemons, and we have about 20 ounces in total. So now we're gonna measure out a cup of lemon juice and pour it in. So now the last ingredient we're gonna add is a ½ cup of flour. Switch the hand mixer and mix it all up. It's time to take the crust out. Baked crust. Now that our mixture is well incorporated, we're gonna pour it on top of the baked crust.
Am I gonna do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna take this at 350 and pop it in the oven for about 25 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh. So now that it's in an oven, this is a great time to clean up all of the mess you made, because I know you made a lot of mess.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take the extra lemon juice and I'm gonna store it for later. So it just got out of the oven and I'm gonna let it sit here for about 30 to 40 minutes and then I'm gonna chill it in the fridge overnight. So it's the next morning and we let the lemon bars chill overnight and we just took it out of the fridge. We only really needed it to set for about 3 hours in the fridge, but right now we're gonna add a little bit of powdered sugar and then we're gonna eat it.
More powdered sugar? Okay.
Here's the lemon bars with the powdered sugar on it. And now we're gonna cut it and have a little taste test. All right, let's try it. Dink. Woo! No!
Hey, let's try it.
Take 2.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Yay! I would rate it a solid 6.5 out of 10.
You also don't like lemons.
Yeah. It's like grape bar. That would be like a 9 out of 10.
Carpe diem.
Squeeze the day.
Okay, bye. You have stolen my heart, oh yeah.
Never let you go. Oh, oh.
Never let you go, oh, oh, oh.